this. So when I get ready to start working with the hair, does somebody mind? I'll do this one. If you're not going to do the bleach, don't just sit there and pour a whole lot of bleach in here and it's enough for me to go and make $500 on my client. All right. So I would rather you need to mix more than waste the color. Everybody with me on that? Can y'all help me out?
Yeah.
Okay. Call me a cheapskate, whatever you want to call me. I got a business. I got to run a business. Okay. What'd you say? It's money, right? I'm trying to help you make money, but I want y'all to learn the correct way. A shoe shine is something as simple as mixing the color. I'm going to show you 3 things. Shoe shine, foils, and balayage. Take your foil, preset them. Once you start mixing it, it's already oxidizing, okay? Take them on like a flat surface, and you want to tear them. I don't like to cut the foils. It never comes out the way you want it to. It always sticks together. So it's about 4 of them together. Take them on a flat surface. Tear your foil. If you're dealing with shorter hair, here or here, and you like to put these in foils, you can go in and you can cut these one more time. Okay? You can do it one more time. Let me just do 2. If you get into the shop and you start doing color all the time, you can just hire someone to cut your foils. Whoever's doing the towels or cleaning or mixing the color, who's shampooing out for you, you can always hire people to do that as well. All right. Shoe shine. That could be a whole nother video. You can place it on pretty thick and just shine the hair. This is where Odell Beckham started and everybody started saying, oh, I want to start shoe shining my hair, or I want to start lightening it like Odell Beckham. And they don't realize it's just a simple shine.
That's how you do it?
That's how you do it. Which really is the simple way on shorter hair of getting a balayage. Because I'm free-forming it and I'm just placing it where I want it to go.
So that's gonna come out like what, like Manny's hair maybe, or like?
Yep.
Like where it is?
Manny's hair is a little bit more thick. Like they took a longer time. I would have done this to Manny's hair from what he wanted. They took a longer time by specifically going in and sectioning the hair out. Something's going on with my family, y'all. People have been back to back calling me, and I have no idea what it is.
I just say they love you. That's all.
I hope so. They could text it. But no, I would take a black color or brown or wherever they're trying to be existing, and then I will go all of my dark. You know how you do enhancements? I will go in and I would apply the rest of it.
The dark stuff.
Huh? To enhance it. Like all my darker colors here, I would do jet black. I would do all kinds of stuff all over there.
More contrast between the light and dark.
Absolutely.
Then,
yeah, you want to put protective cream anytime you're dealing with chemicals around the sides and around the back, around the ears, just in case something falls. You can also place it here wherever you do not want the color to sit at. Did somebody take a plastic cap and sit it on the side? Yeah, it's protective cream. I'll charge about $150 for that. How much is that? Yeah, $150. I'll charge about $150 for it. Why not? It took me 5 minutes to do that. I just put a little bit of powder because I know he don't have that much hair, so I probably did like 0.25 or maybe 0.15 of powder.
That's it then?
That's it. What the
They're
developers.
still in your chair though at this point.
Yeah, and guess what? Why, they got to sit for about 20-30 minutes. What am I doing? Why are they sitting? I'm doing another haircut. Netflix? No. I'm doing another haircut. I'm making money somewhere else. Or I'm doing another shoe shine. When I get ready to shampoo out, they're over here sitting and chilling. See what I'm saying? And I'm probably gonna cut you first, right? I'm gonna fade you out, and then I'm gonna shoe shine, move you to the side. My next client comes in. I schedule it like that on purpose, right? Yes, I'm double dipping and I'm making my money this way. You're gonna come in. I'm gonna go ahead and clipper cut you, and it's probably something simple in between. I'm not gonna do a complex haircut in between. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another simple haircut, wave length, taper, something like that. Take me about 15-20 minutes, clean you up, dust you off, take your money. When you send out, come on over here. I'm gonna shampoo you out, right? I'm gonna style you out. Then you leave. That's another 150. Send you out. Come on in. I'm making my next.
And this whole process, if that was your only client, would be 45 minutes maybe?
No. And I see it. But you don't want to say, oh, I see the color that I have, and then I take it off. It always looks lighter when it's wet. Does that make sense? I'm sorry. It looks darker when it's wet, and it's gonna look darker. How do I say it? When the lightener is on right now, if I place it, it looks right now. It's like, oh, it's illuminated. I got the color on that I want. It's gonna take 10-15 minutes. You're gonna see it change fast. Okay. But what's gonna happen is once I take it off, it's like, why does it still look so dark? So always go the lighter, always go a little bit lighter than where you want it to be at. Make sense? Okay. Foil combs. You guys just think these are rat tail combs? No, they're really a foil comb. Okay? They're easier to section when I'm dealing with like hair that I'm trying to section into. But I use them for foils when I'm trying to place into the hair, when I'm sectioning the hair out. Okay? Design lines, when you guys go into it, there's clinics that you can look into your book on pivot points. There's small little clinics that you're doing. One clinic is gonna say like semi-permanent, demi-permanent, permanent colors, and it may be foils or so. If you want it to look blended, it's called weaving. That means you're going to leave some hair out. Let's see if I can take this down.
So that's what I was asking Tabitha the other day. It's like, you know, like early 2000s, that stripy look.
Yeah.
That nobody wants that shit right now. And they get mad.
Not
like,
as much.
But I meant like, you know where it's like super.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Kind of looks like tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger stripes, yeah.
So how do you not have that?
They're not doing them as much. They're doing more of a freeform balayage look.
So it looks natural is what I'm saying.
Right. So if you want it to look natural, even with the stripe look, you can still do, this is what will make the stripe look. Okay, I'm gonna do one side and one side, just so you guys can, let me work over here. Because I want to do something to the middle because I want to show you how not to make the stripe look. If I did one foil, that's called slicing. If you do one foil straight across, you section the hair, and you're going to weave off the top or slice off the top. It's two different things you're doing.
That stands true.
Here, I can fix it real quick.
To generate heat with permanent colors, that's why we're using like metals, right? When I'm dealing with color. But pH balance on a relaxer is so much more higher. So I would never mix in a metal bowl anyway, even with color and highlight. I would never do that, but I can use foils. And I would never use a rat tail comb with because it generates more heat with relaxers or permanent weights. The pH balance is higher than what it is on a color. That's the reason though. Good question. I'm glad you asked that. All right, if you were, like, let's say you're trying to get a striped look. We stop doing it right in the middle because if we come right here and that person sections their hair, if you think about me slicing it across, when I section the hair in the middle, it looks like tiger stripes, right? Nobody wants that anymore. So what we do is we start making diagonal lines, and that's one of the clinics that you guys are going to see in your pivot point, or they have some videos or something for you to watch as far as theory classes. But I'm going to show y'all what you're doing. You're sectioning the hair. Y'all can be practicing this. You can use a rat tail comb to do this as well, but it doesn't get you as close as we call them either pintails or foil combs. You section the hair and you're going to weave off the top or slice off the top. What I want you to do first is I want you to slice off the top. And I usually tell people to go in about a ½ an inch in between or a 1/4 of an inch. The smaller you want them, dang it, clips. Let me see that clip you were using, Seth. I'll replenish it in just a second.
No, just one?
Yeah. I hate that. Okay. Everybody see what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. Slice off the top. It's a tiny little slice. when you're doing foils or liners, you want to be able to see, you want to be able to read in between. Oh. You want to be able to read a newspaper in between. With color, you want to be able to read a book in between. The larger it is, the less likely it's going to be able to saturate all in between because the molecules are not as small as you want it to be. Smaller than temporary colors, but let's do it. Take the foil. Everybody see this? All right, you guys are gonna be asking me later. Take the foil. See how I'm placing it over? Unfortunately, I'm just not going to repeat myself. Right here, place it right back down. See that? And watch the rat tail or the little foil that you have in between it. You're going to pull it out slowly, 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 keeping the foil right at the scalp. You're going to take, I'm going to use a smaller brush, smaller areas. Take your brush, place it a ½ inch away from the new growth first. And once you place it on, it usually sticks to the mannequin, to the foil. The hair usually sticks right to the foil. I place it over on each side first. It's kind of like rolling rods. I'm not asking you guys to do perfect stuff. I just want y'all to play around with it and see how y'all feel about it. Once I get it there and stick, then I'm going to come underneath it and now place it against my hand. Can y'all see that? Pushing the foil back to the scalp, because if you pull it away from the scalp, now you're going to have the hair bleeding. Mannequin hair doesn't go towards the scalp. But human hair, because I'm chasing towards the body heat. I'm trying to get to the body heat. If you have the foil away too close away from it, once you close this foil up, it's going to start softening and swelling the cuticle, right? But even in the bowl, the product is oxidizing already. It's going to start oxidizing inside of the bowl and it's going to swell. That's why I say pancake batter or cake batter. The thicker it is, the thicker it's going to be later. Okay? Place it towards the scalp, over here, away from the scalp. That's a slice. I just gave you a slice, everybody. You can do two things. You can take one and just sit it on top. All right? Or you can go in. A little bit closer to the scalp.
So Josh, since it's going to be chasing on a human hair, you leave, you first place the color on, you leave between the new growth, how much between the new growth and where you place the other.
How far away do you leave it from the new growth?
Right.
You don't. You want the foil to be as close to the new growth as possible and the product as close to it as possible. Maybe 1/4 of an inch away is going to chase it.
It's going to chase it so
Yeah.
that way you can leave that 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
So we'll get to it.
Yes, but the closer you leave the foil on, the easier it is for it to work. Okay? So you fold the bottom to the top. Seal it. Do not, we used to be taught to completely go and flatten it. The reason why we don't do that is because it needs somewhere to go. Right? If you don't, if it doesn't sizzle on the inside of it, it's going to go towards the scalp and sizzle. It's trying to find an open space. Then you're going to seal here on each side. See how I did that? Fold it up. Now I'm good.
Does it matter if the hair folds at all?
It doesn't matter if the hair folds. If you're okay with that whole point, that whole product is supposed to be, and you want to apply it on there generously. You can't apply a little bit and be like, how come it didn't work? It's got to be able to apply very thick on there. All right.
All of that for that tiny little section.
For that tiny section. It's taking me long because of the mannequin hair. But yeah. Now, I'm gonna start in the back just because I can. Leave hair out in between. If you don't leave hair out in between, you're pretty much doing every single spot on the hair. Okay, which is needed if you're trying to make a thicker section. section, weave off the top. Remember last time I sliced, I went and I didn't leave anything out. This time I'm weaving. I'm going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm taking small weaves. Some people like to zigzag on the scalp depending on what you're looking for. Weave off the top, and that way it looks a little bit even more blended. Okay? And it's not just gonna be a straight stripe. It's gonna be a stripe, but it's gonna be like a stripe that's kind of in and out to where it's blended a little bit more. See how I place it? 2 fingers. Place the foil in my thumb. You can do it different way. If you decide that you want to do it this way, you can take it this way as well. Nobody's mad if you do this. You see some people doing it this way, fold it over, and you can place it right underneath. You can totally do that as well. Okay? The way I like to do it is taking it right in between my fingers. I place the foil where I want it to go. Take it here, feel my way right in there, and just hold it down. And apply generously. I start a 1/2 inch away from the new growth, 1/4 to a 1/2 inch away from the new growth. If the hair is long, if I was doing with people's hair, I'd hold it like this, apply, 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 fold the hair, apply, 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 fold the hair, see what I'm saying? Until I get it all in that foil. You just keep folding the hair back there. And then, once I get it closer to the scalp, once I get it close to the scalp, 1/2 inch away, when I get close to the scalp, I'm going to go in and I'm going to dry brush it, which is turning it, or, you see this angle? See this angle brush? I'm just going to turn the angle and come closer to the scalp this way. So I just showed you a slice and I showed you a weave. This was your weave, the first one was your slice. We're going to look at it later and see the 2 differences, okay? You can fold, you can tri-fold it, or you can fold it straight into it if you want. Come on each side, or you can take another one and just sit it on top. Everybody good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Balayage. You guys asked me for that one. I want to show you that. I want to freeform it and make it at whichever way that I want it to look. So I'm just going to take a section out. Whoever mannequin I'm using.
Jojo. No, it just says that on there. I don't know.
All right, if you just want to take it and you want to just place the color where you want it to be at balayage. So what I'm gonna do is just take the hair out, and I'm just gonna do a small little section. Let's leave it out in between those 2 sections. It's gotta make sense to you.
Where's the center?
I think I saw him go that way.
That way?
All right, take your color. You see I'm holding it? When you're balayaging, you're going to start on one side. Can everybody see that? You just, it's because I just want to see like a highlight, and we call these pieces like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a highlighted piece right in the front. I can't, it's a point or, no, it's a money piece, something like that, right? So you're just taking it, and it's almost like you have like a circular motion going through it. Because you don't want it to be messy. You want to just apply it onto the hair, where I want it to sit at. And then I'm going to go into another section on the other side, and I want to just apply it right onto the hair, where I want to see the hair at. I'm focusing just on these pieces, and then let's say if I want the ends to be a lot thicker, I'm going to place my ends here, sitting it on top. You don't necessarily have to sit it on underneath it, okay? When that hair is done and it's shampooed out or if it's styled out, I'll see in my design line where I have it. If you want to take another piece and sit it in the middle, you can do that as well. Y'all see that? You're putting the highlights where you want the highlights to sit. You just have to apply the product on thicker. Here, here, and here.
So that's enough to penetrate all the way through to the bottom side?
Well, yeah, you don't want it underneath the bottom part. Not all the time. If I do, then I'm going to take it and I'll go and place it. That's the art of balayage. Or you'll section this out. I can't do it right now, but you'll section that part out and you'll do smaller sections if you want it to sit underneath. All right, so then I'm just gonna place it. I'm just doing a small piece for you guys to play with it. Y'all can do it on each other's hair. Y'all can work it on mannequin's hair. With this one, I'm gonna just overlap the foil.
Because you want to be the same pattern that you would like.
I want it to sit on like that. Then I will take my next section down and apply how I want it. If I want that piece to sit there, I'll sit just like this. I'm good. Turn the hair. Do my next section. So you also see people doing not balayage, but what was the word I'm looking for? I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me. Cotton. Sorry. That's what I was thinking about. Pick up the piece and just apply. Wherever you want it to sit. If you want to do a 3D, I'm going to place it here.
Do a what?
3D. Like 3 dimension. Then I'm going to take it right here. And I'm going to place in another piece right on the front. Right in the front area. I'm running out of light now. I'm going to have to mix it up. But picture yourself doing this on someone short with either pixie cut, or if it's one of your guys that sits down and they want the hair to just have like random highlights. I don't want everything to be highlighted. I want my tips done, but I do, and this is kind of how Manny's was. I want my tips done, but I want some pieces to be closer to the scalp.
So not quite like the shoe shine.
Not quite like the shoe shine, yeah.
So it's a little deeper.
It's a little deeper and it's a little bit more sporadic. Shoe shine is a little bit more uniform, right? Because I have everything closer to the scalp, kind of uniform, right? This one is wherever I want the highlight to go. So if you just look up pictures of balayage on men or on women or however, you will see spaces of where, oh, they're not uniformed at all. It's just however, unless you want it to be uniform. You can balayage uniform. You can section it out perfectly. And this piece over here, you can go here, here, here. This piece over here, you can do this. You can do the same thing on the other side. Or you don't have to. That's the fun end. Well, no, I'm talking about like with like really long hair. Yeah, it just depends on what you want. If I did JoJo's hair right now, right, you see how it's all flat right there? Like the Three Stooges? No, I'm just joking. Too soon? Too soon, JoJo?
I normally laugh a lot.
It's a bad day? You Grinch today? You got your colors on today?
I do it every day.
You should do that. If I just want to take it and I can go in and take right close to his scalp and I can go boom, 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 boom. Highlight. Skip some spots. Boom, 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 boom. Or I can go boom, 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 boom. Put 5 stripes onto his hair. Right? And then I can go to the next section and not skip spots. And then do 3 stripes on his hair. Then go to the next section. If I do diagonal lines blend more. Weaving blends more. Okay? So that's what I want y'all to play with. Again, either on each other or grab a mannequin. But we're working on somebody. Okay? Alrighty. If you're not working on anybody, you should be, or on a mannequin, you should be watching me doing Miche's hair. Cool? Okay? Alright.